Hello FPL managers and welcome back for another video. My name's Jack and today we're looking at our team selection for Double Game Week 20 where we have made 4 transfers. If you guys are looking forward to more FPL videos, drop a like and subscribe as it really does help out the channel, and there is going to be lots more FPL content coming your guys' way shortly, so make sure you've got that notification bell clicked to stay up to date with all of the recent videos. And with that being said, let's jump into it. So first of all, let's have a look at how this side has got on so far in Game Week 19, as there still is that one fixture to play between Fulham and Chelsea. So far we have scored 41 points, and it's definitely not been a very good week for us at all. Starting off with the goalkeeper and defence, Danny Ward just produced the 2 points in goals for Leicester, as once again Leicester couldn't get their clean sheet and they haven't quite found the defensive form they had right before that World Cup break. Otherwise, looking at the defenders, Cucurella did blank in his first fixture against Manchester City. Obviously didn't expect too much from him in this one, but he's got a much better match against Fulham away as his second one in this double game week, where hopefully he can produce some points in. Otherwise, looking at the rest of the defence, Trippier and Ben White were our two best performers in the team this week, getting 8 and 7 respectively. Trippier, once again, so consistent at the back, now 14 returns across 17 matches for Newcastle this season, so such a consistent performer there, and it was good to see the decision to play Ben White over João Cancelo pay off, as Arsenal did record that clean sheet as well against Newcastle, plus Ben White was able to feature on the bonus, which was nice to see. Looking at the midfielders, though, there was quite a lot of disappointment in the midfield, as all of Andreas, Saka, Salah and Martinelli blanked across Game Week 19. Obviously Andreas Pereira does have that second fixture to play against Chelsea at home, where hopefully he can produce something in this one, as he does typically do quite well at home for Fulham. And then looking to the lads up top, Haaland did blank, which I was very thankful for, since I did have Mitrovic on captain, who just produced the 5 points doubled up to 10. Unfortunately, he got that yellow card in the first fixture of his double game week, so we'll miss that second match in Game Week 19 against Chelsea at home. But after seeing him just get the 5 points doubled up to 10 and then still having Haaland yet to play, I was very fearful for a massive red arrow, as 5.9 million people did captain Erling Haaland, so that would have been massively detrimental to the rank. So very grateful that he didn't haul in this match. And then Darwin Núñez just produced the 1 point, as he's continued to be disappointing for Liverpool since the return of the Premier League season. And to add to the frustration for this week, Rodrigo did get 6 points on the bench as well, so that just added to more frustration and disappointment across Game Week 19, where we could have started him for any of the midfielders that we had in the team and he would have recorded more points, and even more, he recorded more points than any of our forwards as well across Game Week 19, so a bit frustrating there. But anyway, we've still got that second fixture for both Andreas and Cucurella to play. So hopefully, if those two players can produce returns, we can recover some of the rank back from Game Week 19 so far. But let's have a look at the transfer plans coming into Double Game Week 20. And as I've said, we have made 4 transfers coming into Double Game Week 20. So let's have a look what they are. So let's take a look at the first transfer we're looking to make here. It's Darwin Núñez out for Harry Kane in. This is a move that I've been very keen to make since having Darwin in the team. We did originally have Harry Kane in the squad coming into the return of the Premier League after the World Cup break, but opted to go for Darwin Núñez, as I thought he could match Kane for points if he just started taking his chances. That still hasn't happened yet, as he's still missing lots of chances for Liverpool, and with Kane's double game week coming up in Double Game Week 20, I think it's the right time to jump back on the Spurs forward, as he's been an absolutely superb form this season, coming off a mega haul in Game Week 19 as well, getting himself 3 attacking returns in one game away to Crystal Palace. I definitely think it's the right time to jump on Harry Kane with the double game week coming up. He's been in great form since the return of the Premier League season, and he's been very consistent across the whole year this Premier League season as well. So definitely a big fan of this transfer move. The second one is João Cancelo out for John Stones in. This has been a transfer that has freed up the money to make this Darwin to Kane move possible, as Cancelo just hasn't been getting the minutes necessary recently to warrant a £7.3 million price tag. And that's why I've looked to drop him down to John Stones, another Man City defender that's getting more consistent minutes than him and is probably going to be getting more points than him across the next few game weeks for Manchester City, as not only does John Stones get more consistent minutes, he's featured on bonus points recently in his last match against Chelsea, and he actually has a higher expected assist figure than João Cancelo, as Cancelo just isn't offering enough in terms of XG and XA from open play right now, as John Stones' threat from corners is pretty much higher than Cancelo's attacking contributions or attacking threat all season so far for Manchester City. So for that reason, a big fan of John Stones at just 5.4 million. He frees up £2 million by just making this move here. We still look to capitalise on the Man City defence as they have two double game weeks coming up in game weeks 20 and 23. So I still want to have a Man City defender, and I think John Stones is just a better value option than Cancelo at 5.4 compared to the very expensive Cancelo at 7.3. Another move we're looking to make here is Mo Salah out for Kevin De Bruyne. Another move that could be a little bit surprising, but the main reason I'm making this move is to capitalize on those Man City double game weeks. Yes, Kevin De Bruyne has not been in the best form since the return of the campaign, but we know how good he can be at his brilliant best. And with so many fixtures coming up for Manchester City, he's just got so much more chance of getting returns for them over Mo Salah. Obviously, if this move doesn't work out from game week 24 onwards, we can look to bring Mo Salah back in if Liverpool's fixtures or Mo Salah's form do improve a bit more. As for now, I'm very happy to have a few Man City assets, considering they have so many double game weeks coming up and some good fixtures in between those double game weeks as well. So even though Salah has arguably been in slightly better form than De Bruyne in the last 3 matches since the return of the Premier League, I'm willing to take that risk to capitalise on those double game weeks. And then the fourth transfer we're looking to make for another -4 hit is Mitrovic out and Martial in. This move wasn't originally planned, but since Manchester United did have that announcement of the double game week in game week 20, I'm looking to jump in on those attacking assets. Not a massive fan of their defensive assets for this double game week, as I don't think their two fixtures for their double game week are as good from a defensive standpoint as they are from an attacking perspective. Martial obviously faces Manchester City and Crystal Palace in these two games. He did perform very well against Man City the first time these two sides played, coming off the bench for a couple of goals there against Manchester City in their first rivalry this season. And Crystal Palace definitely isn't the hardest fixture, as well as their second double game week fixture. So good to see him get 2 chances of returns in 2 matches. So I'm hoping Martial can match the likes of Rashford for points, as I know Rashford is a very popular pick. But right now, the only player that I'd be looking to get Rashford in for would be Rodrigo. And I do think Mitrovic is a better transfer out right now, just considering Fulham's fixture run coming up across the next 4 to 5 isn't the best. And I'm keen to capitalise on that Manchester United attack through Martial. So with all these transfers are being discussed, let's have a look at the team lines up for double game week 20, as it is definitely a very different side from the game week 19 team. So with these transfers in mind, let's have a look at this game week 20 side. In goals, obviously Ward does remain the same. He's got a decent fixture against Nottingham Forest away this week, but hopefully Leicester can bounce back and get themselves a clean sheet, as their defensive form has taken a little bit of a dip recently, and this is a great fixture to capitalise on a clean sheet here. Looking at the defenders, Cucurella's got a good fixture of Crystal Palace at home. Stones obviously has that double game week of Manchester United away and Tottenham at home, and he's just in there to capitalise on those Man City clean sheets, plus another good double game week coming up in game weeks 23. And Kieran Trippier does run out the defence there. He's got Fulham at home, another great single game week fixture, and definitely Newcastle are worthwhile targeting for their single game week fixture through Trippier, and even Botman as well could be a nice pick in their defence, as Newcastle have been very strong defensively this season, and I would expect another clean sheet in this one for them. So hopefully Trippier can provide returns in this fixture. Rodrigo does get a starting place now in the team after he did get 6 points on the bench for us in game week 19. He's got a good opportunity against Aston Villa away, who are a side that haven't been the most impressive so far this season from a defensive perspective. And after coming off a goal in his most recent match, I'm hopeful that Rodrigo can continue his good form. Bukayo Saka and Martinelli both get starts in a single game week against Tottenham away. Yes, this isn't the easiest fixture on paper, but there isn't too many better options that I have on the bench right now that I'd be looking to start over them. And still with that Arsenal double game week listed in game week 23 as well, it's a great chance to have those Arsenal assets in the side, so I don't want to transfer them out ahead of this double game week coming up. Plus, there is still the potential for more double game weeks for Arsenal in the near future. And with this being a derby game as well, anything can happen. There could be goals flying in, and I'm excited to see this match between Tottenham and Arsenal, where hopefully Saka and Martinelli can get involved. And then, of course, Kevin De Bruyne, as listed in the transfer section of the video, comes into the side. He's got that double against Manchester United and Tottenham. Yes, once again, these aren't the easiest fixtures on paper, but Manchester City should find no issues dealing with these teams from an attacking standpoint, as they are a very, very strong attacking outfit, and hopefully Kevin De Bruyne can get involved there, providing goals and assists across his couple of matches. Erling Haaland, without doubt, will take the captain's armband. I'm going to be interested to see how many people triple captain captain him this week. Personally, I'm not a massive fan of the triple captain this week, as the fixtures aren't quite as good as some double game weeks that Man City will get in the future. I'll be looking to hold off the triple captain until a bit later on to wait for a better double game week for Haaland to get the triple captaincy armband, as I don't really see me using triple captain on any other player apart from Haaland, just considering how good he's been this season. Harry Kane obviously comes into the side. He's got Arsenal and Manchester City, two teams that he does do pretty well against typically in the past. Tottenham have had some great matches with Manchester City as well in recent history, where Harry Kane's been able to get on the score sheet. So even though he's got two tricky fixtures here, I'm sure with the good current form that he's in, he's going to be able to provide attacking returns across these two games. And as we touched on it, Martial is the third starting forward here, rounding out three forwards, all with double game weeks in game week 20, which I'm very excited to see how they're going to go across these couple of fixtures. Martial especially, he could be quite a differential option that could see the rank rise if he performs well. So really hopeful for some attacking returns for Martial here, and hopefully he can outscore Rashford, as he is the main Manchester United asset that people do have on their teams right now. So if Martial can beat him for points across double game week 20, I will be grinning. Looking at the bench real quick, Averson does remain as the sub goalkeeper. Andreas takes the first bench position, as he's got Newcastle away, which I think is a slightly better fixture than Ben White's fixture against Tottenham away, as I do expect Tottenham to score in this one, but those two could swap around on the bench. That is something to note. And Patterson does remain in the third bench spot, as he did recently pick up a flag, which was a bit unfortunate. He's got Southampton at home as his fixture, but I don't think he's going to be able to take part here. Quickly looking at the stats for the team, the squad value is 102.0 right now, with 0.3 left in the bank. And as we've discussed, 4 transfers have been made for a -8 hit, as we did save up 2 free transfers coming into this week. So definitely taking a massive risk with the -8 hit here, but we do have 5 double game week players in the starting 11, which is an absolutely massive amount. And I am really looking forward to see how this team can perform, as I do expect it to do quite well in double game week 20, and we definitely have taken a big risk here with the -8. Thanks for watching today's team selection for double game week 20. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, drop a like and subscribe to show support for the channel, as it really does help us out. And if you're looking forward to some more FPL videos, click that notification bell, as they will be coming thick and fast over the coming days, with lots more content coming your guys' way. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.